and gentlemen, here we are, Cable Management!
All right, welcome back, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Yep, new year and games.
Oh God. Do we jump right into that, or do we like hang on?
It's since it just happened like a month ago. I feel like, all right, it's fresh. It's fresh enough.
Well, hang on. Let's go back to let's cue everybody in what we've been up to.
All right.
You want to go first?
Well, let's see. What have I done? I've been tweaking server. I got a new firearm. Watched Kiwi Farms declare a total retard war. Yeah, there's quite a few things. But for the most part, for me, I've just been trying to keep up to date with what's going on just on social media, and it's been enough to make me go and then take a break. There's always something.
Don't forget you were also being a producer for the holidays.
Yes. Well, there is an album coming out for a band, but we won't go into that until it's actually officially released. I am playing producer.
Yeah, and we talked about it beforehand. Since he's been putting all his time into that on top of everything else. Yeah, we'll just hold the podcast until you're freed up in time enough, and then.
Yeah, and let's see. What else has been going on? Outside of the award show and.
You have a good Christmas?
Oh, what did I get?
No, did you have a good Christmas?
Of course, I had a good Christmas. It was low drama.
Did you have a good Hanukkah?
I'm not Jewish, but sure. I mean, if I was invited to Hanukkah festivities, I'd go in for it.
What about your Kwanzaa?
Again, kind of falls under the same thing. But yes, I had great.
We got to cover all the holidays, man.
Yeah,
a lot of holidays passed us, man. Yeah. Not just Christmas and New Year's. We had Hanukkah passes. We had Kwanzaa passes. We had Xmas because people don't really. Yeah. Those are the people that don't want to celebrate legitimate Christmas, but they're
right.
Xmas.
Xmas.
I don't know how
Oh, don't forget. Well, if we're gonna keep throwing holidays in there, what about winter solstice?
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah.
I did nothing.
Yeah.
I let it just blow me by.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how most of the holidays are. I just gotta like go up for like family dinners, relax. Well, Christmas, I usually go to my cousins in the morning.
Oh, we also miss Thanksgiving too.
Oh yeah, yeah, we did. I mean, granted, like holiday season is always kind of a bit of worrying about having to grab stuff for different people. You got to know shopping lists and all that. So we kind of just said, hold up, we'll come back to this after holidays. So,
you ever find that weird? Like, it within the end of the year is when you actually see like everybody as far as family and friends, like all one big gathering.
Yeah,
because it's always like the end of the year. It's almost like the year recap.
Yep, just to see how everyone's doing and what they've been up to.
All right, so we're in season. Okay, so this is season 2023 of Earth.
Yep.
So I guess we're starting the new season off well. I mean, we'll see everybody.
Don't say that. Don't even, because then the year will find a way to fuck you up. Like don't.
Also, you're expecting like a dramatic
100%.
A dramatic blow off to the season already.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting it. I'm just battening down the hatches and preparing. About to turn into a fucking prepper at this point.
I wasn't going that far. I just meant like, you know how like shows and everything. Yeah. Everybody like during the season they have their moments and stuff. So it's weird how that works.
Yeah,
because everybody goes through different things during the year. Because some people just have a regular mild year. Some people have like a tumultuous year. They go stuff. They have their ups and downs. They just have really bad lows. And then like the end of the year, when they're with family and stuff, it always like recirculates back to family. Yeah, it's weird that way, and it's from the last 6 weeks of the year.
Yeah,
funny enough, because you see them like say if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I get it. But most of the time, most of the population, especially here in the States, in other countries, most likely not. I know Canada has their own Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, that's because Canada stole it from us. That's not a joke either. Thanksgiving was originally an American holiday, and then it kind of migrated north up into Canada.
Yeah, but
So
I think that was more to accentuate and accommodate people that were moving from the U.S. to Canada.
possibly.
But no, in that regard, for us, and I don't know about the rest of the world, but for us, those last 6 weeks is almost like the prenuptial family thing, where you actually see maybe your uncle that you may have only seen once during the year through here and there. Like you visit parents or you visit family members, and they're just randomly there.
Yep.
But everybody's there for Thanksgiving, and then not even 4 weeks later, everybody's there again for Christmas, and everybody just chills out. They catch everything up, or they just sit around BS, watch football on Thanksgiving, or they just watch college football during Christmas time whenever they meet up on the weekends.
Oh yeah.
It's like I said, it's almost like the season-ending blow-off or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Not a cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's a wrap up for that year. Just tally up. Is everyone still here, healthy? Yeah. All right. Great. Let me know how your life has been.
Yeah.
So.
Mine went pretty good. I mean, I got to see family. I mean, my family's going through a little bit of stuff right now. Hopefully it's going to get better in the next couple of weeks. It put a cloud on us for a minute. For me personally, I'm working a new job since back in August. It's an odd schedule. It very much deteriorates a lot of the stuff that we're able to do. But we still work through it. We find ways. We stay in contact with scheduling. We're still trying. Joker's on a schedule as well, kind of like mine, kind of not.
Okay.
Eventually, we're going to get him in here. I'm hoping, at least. I know we still do a lot of streaming together when we get the chance, and it's impromptu. We don't get time to actually plan it.
Yeah.
We just get lucky. But we get lucky on that regard.
Yeah. The hope here too is, as some of the games come out, I'm planning to get back to streaming. I know it's been a hot minute, like a couple months. I need to get back into that. But most of my time was just spent either just cleaning up the house, doing different things, or working on server work, which now that I've switched over and the servers was working with something real fussy, and now that it's no longer the OS I'm working with on that server, everything should move. I won't have to touch it. I won't even have to look at it. It'll just be running. And that's it. That's all I want. So no more fussy bullshit.
Well, for me, near the tail end, back in October, I had COVID on top of the other stuff that was happening. I had to work on some mental health. I also started batting the hatches on some finances, because now that I'm in this year, I got to watch what I got to do as far as the IRS in the U.S.
Yep.
Theirs.
Fuck the IRS.
So yeah, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting on a couple more documents to actually do my tax returns.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a weird one for me.
Yeah.
2 W2s, 3 W2s actually.
Oh shit.
2 from my jobs, and then another one from my current job because it's in another state.
Right.
And then 2 1095Cs for insurance, and then 1099, and then a 1098. I've got 3 of the documents. I'm still waiting on 1, 2, 3. I'm waiting on 4 documents.
Well, I'm still waiting on my W-2. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm gonna go over to my parents and have them help me out with a few of the things to just make sure that I got everything, dotted all my I's, crossed all my T's, have what I need.
We're not financial experts, by the way.
No, just,
But if you're a homeowner, you know what a 1098 is.
Yeah, that's something I'm learning about. But I guess the nice thing is, if you have people that know what the hell they're doing or have done this before, then it's not so bad, because then you have someone to be like, yeah, you're gonna need to fill in this and this and put this here, and then you're set. Plus, there's a lot of good programs out there, like the H&R Block stuff. I've used several years in a row. It's a lifesaver. The only time it isn't a lifesaver, and this is thing is whenever you invest into crypto, they have to make you note, and it's not fun when you have to start putting in like the micro updates for crypto because some earn interest, and then you have to mark pretty much every time they earn interest, or at least try and notate out everything. So I'm not. That was the one thing that fucked with me last year is I had to spend like an hour writing all those down.
Oh, funny enough, I lost.
Oh, you lost?
Yeah, I lost all mine last year. Like when I invested,
Yep.
it was all negative, so I didn't even bother with it.
Yeah. Well,
It was just all like my money went in there, and then that's when the crash happened.
yeah. That's.
I lost everything.
I mean, same with mine, but I still noted it because they're gonna bug you about it.
Nah. If they're gonna worry about $107, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah, I have a little bit more than that invested, so I still have to note it and make sure that everything's
Well,
set.
my Bitcoin's $107.
Yeah.
I have a full Litecoin,
Oh yeah,
and that's
nice.
when it was $165.
Nice. That's
So, but it's down to. That's why I'm not. I honestly, if they really want to track that, I'm sorry, but that's not even $300, and it's all lost at this point. So it's actually worthless. I've lost more than I've gained, so there's really no reason to write
Tax
right
it.
into it. Yeah.
yeah.
It's been a complete loss.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's also. I'm almost tempted because I have like I think 0.3 or 0.5 no 0.6 I think of 10 grands, and funny enough that used to be like less than a cent,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like worth $50.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like 110 grands used to be less than a cent, and now it's worth, well, maybe not $50, but it's worth far more than what it was. And it was meant to be a meme coin. It was meant to be a joke for Fetty, because one of the people, like the admin Moon on shitposter.club made, if I'm correct, made like 10 grands as a joke, and then it actually ended up being worth something.
That's the thing, man. You got that's one thing that I can say.
Or
Even though I'm not part of it, you cannot underestimate the power of the Fediverse.
yeah, it's nice because you got a bunch of weirdos that normally don't talk to each other that talk to each other, and you're just like, oh wow, this is something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I even watched, like, as you heard before the podcast, I was listening to Dad's anime podcast, and he's he's been going on hard for almost 100 episodes. So, and this is just a podcast where they just talk about anime, different seasons, series that come out during the year, the top of decade, everything like that. And they're still going hard. They're still awkward too, but they're interesting to listen to if you want something to watch. Or a new anime to watch. It's something worth watching. And I do want to get Dad on here, talk about.
Is he local?
No,
So we're going to pay for a flight.
I'm pretty sure he's not going to dox himself either. I'm saying like for telecall, like actually have an online connection call.
Oh, so we got. I don't know, man. Is that laptop going to be able to hold streaming and well, not streaming, but recording on OBS as well as also holding a Google?
I think so. I actually think that it will be okay. We're using 40% of the CPU, so one more call should be okay.
Can you throw some of that to the GPU?
What GPU? This is like a standard laptop.
Oh, where's your graphics card?
It's probably the inbuilt one.
Oh God.
And those are like, don't have much to them. But I do have a newer laptop that probably could, if we move all this streaming gear over to it and get that set up, it'll probably function far better. And honestly, I think that might be the better choice going forward, so that way we have something with a little more oomph and we can save this as a backup.
Yeah. Other than that, as far as the end of the year, I'm just working on some other stuff, getting back into learning video editing. If anybody's been watching the past week and a half or 2 weeks, yeah, you're seeing some new stuff. You're seeing a couple new things. I'm getting the handle of it, updating the show, updating the streams, updating the production. updating the quality. There's more on the way. And eventually, yes, I keep saying this at the end of every stream, but I promise you, once I get the time to, we will get some stuff on YouTube. That way you guys can go back and see the stuff that you're missing.
Yeah. Because at this point, I think with the way Twitch has been acting, YouTube.
No.
No?
No.
Well, I know that YouTube has also been pulling some stunts.
So we'll talk about. I feel like we should talk about that later, but I don't know if we should talk about it here since this goes straight to YouTube. I don't know if we want to talk about it then again another cast, or if we want to send a extra bit to Rumble or someplace else like Spotify and talk about it.
Pretty much everybody else is talking about it on YouTube, so we might as well talk about it. Just be aware that Susan is hanging over our heads with Banhammer, but you know.
I don't think we're worried about it since our subscriber count's very low, so we're under the radar.
Yeah,
we don't have any advertising backing. We don't have any monetization. Nobody's really checking this out, so we're still under the radar thing. If anything, the only place we're getting our views is when we're reposting the stuff and people are checking it out through either our extended connections.
Yeah,
but no, the content guidelines are getting a little too out of hand.
Yeah,
within the first 5 minutes, you cannot have a swear word, or you're immediately demonetized, or you could end up with a strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that doesn't surprise me. Honestly, when it comes down to it, I feel like if we make any money off this podcast or anything like that, or anything on YouTube, it's just going to be through a Patreon or Substar.
Oh yeah.
Once we get those set up, but I want to see, like, if our numbers start to rise, where we're like, okay, we have an actual fan base or people that will watch, like, regularly, then we can put out a Patreon and a Subscribestar.
It'll be one of those moments where it's like, oh, people know about us.
Yeah, we actually, oh my God, people outside of my mom know what we do. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's going to be a while, but no,
Yep.
I just don't trust anything with YouTube right now. So that's why I'm staying away from it. Even with my streaming, I haven't said that last night. I'm doing the way that my schedule is set up, I'm going to do 2 weeks Twitch, 2 weeks of a new venture in Facebook gaming, eventually maybe 2 weeks in D Live.
Yep.
And there's other ones too that I might look at. I'm not saying yet.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it is just rotate around, see where the interest lies. Because people, if you can find where the interest lies, people will come to you. If you're in a spot that generates, like, people will notice. And that's the thing is, like, I prefer jumping around to different competitors and seeing what people are interested in, what actually generates views on that platform, and then going with it. Or, like, okay, so people are interested in gaming on, say, D Live, and I can see what's the top gaming. If it's something that I play or I'm already interested in playing, maybe I'll jump on there and play a game of that and see if people are interested in watching. But it is one of those things. You're always trying to figure out, like, where eyes are going to be.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, it's not just trying to find eyes. It's just it's more of a broadening a scope. That way you're not trying to funnel in with YouTube and Twitch are big ponds. People don't believe, like, people still say this. Twitch is still a small pond as opposed to, that's not true. Not anymore. They have two giants backing each of them. One is Google for YouTube, and then one. So in that regard, they're both big ponds. So you can't really say much. You can add Facebook Gaming there as a third one because you got Meta and Facebook and Zuckerberg money, but it doesn't matter. Those like, even when Mixer was around, it had Microsoft backing it. These guys had the big funnels of backing and advertisers, whereas there's other places that don't so necessarily have that. And there's a lot of people that go there because, number one, they're more outcast area. They feel like they can be more expressed there without like we'll call it straight up criticism, or what's another word? What's another word I can use?
Where the rules are a little bit more loose for content creation.
Constriction.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's always that, and then that's why you see a lot of people just go to audio only, where they're stuck on a Podbeam or a Spotify.
Yep.
But they still got to play by some rules.
Yeah. I don't like. People usually look for what has the least rules to give them the most creative freedom, and that's a double-edged sword, because sometimes you have people that create awful content moving to those platforms, and that can sometimes give those platforms a bad rep. But the reason that content goes there is because the rules are lax, and because those rules are lax, it also means other creators can do what they want and be a little more free to say a cuss word or whatever, without fear of like income drying up or any of that, or just getting removed because they touch a topic that is uncomfortable.
Let's go this route. Is Dana White going to hire somebody that has never had a single fight in their life, if they're a virtual nobody, as opposed to they're not a famous person like a CM Punk or a Jake Paul? Or are they going to get somebody that has gone to other places or have gone through the ropes, years of practice in MMA or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo, kickboxing, and then also having fights under their belt, and that way you can see what their attributes are as far as the charisma, their fighting, and if they are legitimately up the ranks for a pro. That's what That's the best way you can put it. I'm not saying D Live and other places are the what would I call it, the D League.
Yeah.
But in the same vein, that's where people can get their chops and kind of get an idea of who they are. Because if you do it on YouTube and Twitch or Facebook Gaming, I feel as though you're kind of going to get lost, and then you're just going to replicate what everybody else is doing.
Yeah. I mean, there is that's another thing too, is find out. Obviously, there's different ways of going about this, but find out what people are interested in is one way of doing it, but you also want to put like a little twist that makes you stand out from the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So it's finding out what formula works as far as like what people like to see, and then going, okay, I can add a little extra spice into that mix that sets me apart and is a little bit different that no one else does. And I think that's the best way to do it if you're looking to gain views.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, part of the reason I do this is also just because I like to create things, whether it's a podcast or run a server or whatever. I just want to keep doing something constructive.
Right.
So you got to also have that love in it too, just to make something and be like, yo, here's something I have made. I have made this thing. Take a look at it.
And it also comes down to evolution. Like, how do you evolve from day one to day?
Okay, the mic dropped you on that one.
It also goes as far as evolution. How far what have you done from day 1 to day 100, day 100 to day 500, day 500 to day 1000?
Yep.
Now, granted, not calendar, but from where you started, like 5 years from now, are you doing the same exact thing, or are you adding to your formula?
Right, and finding out like different things that people want to see, what you think will make the show better, or that one step up.
Yeah,
that's something that we're still learning here, is how to take care of that. So, as we go,
we've got plans in the works.
Yeah, we've got some ideas.
Oh yeah. You ready?
Yep. Now let's get into it.
Start the first topic.
All right, so I do believe it's the games. What was it called? Because I don't normally watch this. The only reason I watched it.
I don't watch the Game Awards.
Yeah, I don't watch the Game Awards either.
I appreciate the effort that Geoff Keighley does.
Yeah.
But when you're just running the same tropes of this person, this person, this person, this person, then you go back to person A, then you go to person B, person C, person B. You're really not. I get what he's trying to do, but at the same time, it feels like it's going to fall into the same trope as, say, the Grammys, the Academy Awards, Golden Globes. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing too. Is the only good thing I think that comes out of the Game Awards is just getting to see the trailers for
it's
some
an
of the new games.
overhyped trailer
Yeah.
Showcase.
Yes, that's really what it is. It's really for game studios to give themselves like a circle jerk.
Yeah.
On egos, but I do like seeing some of the trailers of stuff come out. Normally I wouldn't watch it anyway, but there was someone from the Melon Mancy podcast that was watching it on Twitch, and shout out to Dylan and like the Melon Mancy podcast, and I think it's A Victim of Gaming, guy's screen name, but I saw a notification on Discord where Victim was going to watch that on Twitch, and so I was like, you know what, I'll join in, I'll watch, and that was interesting. It was nice to hear some feedback from other people that share kind of like some of the same views, but they're more focused on the trailers than anything else. And that's when I got to see the Armored Core trailer, and I was like, yes, we're eating good, mech boys, let's go. But that's something like a lot of people in chat too, when we all heard that, we were like, yes, finally, fucking finally, we get to see this after like 10 years of not having a game. It's skipping a fucking console generation. It's finally coming back.
That's insane to think about.
Yeah, and mind you, remember, FromSoft are the people that fucking started, like, Armored Core was one of the things that FromSoft was known for, even before Dark Souls or any of that. And so having people come back, them coming back around to it, and finally making a modern Armored Core series, I'm looking forward to it. Last one they made was 5, and I know a lot of people hated it. I liked it. I have to admit, like, the single player campaign stuff was not that great, but I did enjoy just cruising around in a big fucking robot again, getting to tune it up. So that's what I'm looking forward to on this one, and a big thing that a lot of people are looking for on this is the customization. They want to know how many parts are going to be out there, how many at start, because some games usually add on to them.
Right.
But those things are, those are kind of like the heart of the Armored Core series, because the whole point is to be that gearhead. Like, every game in, let's say, like Gran Turismo or Forza, I want to say, like, or games where you can tune your car, right?
Speaking of that, I keep forgetting the
right.
I was actually hyped for GT7. Gran Turismo 7 looks
right.
Actually, now that I have a PC,
yeah,
I'm not locked. I can get both.
This is true.
Forza looks beautiful, by the way.
Yeah. The one thing, though, I would like to mention, however, is to say that games like that, right? Again, gearhead games, where you really get to get into the nuts and bolts of what builds it. That's what made Armored Core popular. It's like, hey, you like giant mechs? You like making your own giant mech, the one that is yours.
Mm-hmm.
Its own coloring, styling, patterns, its own specific weapons that you picked out, its own tuning. Then Armored Core is for you. Would recommend it highly, and since it's coming out on PC, we're finally getting a fucking PC Armored Core game, and I am going to probably...
Or co-streaming.
Huh?
Or co-streaming.
Yeah.
Or co-streaming that game.
Yes, please.
Hey kids, are you a fan of Voltron? Yeah!
Yeah.
Are you a fan of the Megazords? Yeah! What about Gundam? Yeah!
Yeah.
Do you like video games? Yeah! well, we've got just the game for you.
Yep. God, I honestly, I really,
Can you make Big O?
you could probably make something that looks like Big O. Um, if it really does play what you would expect a Gundam game to play like, in the fact that you got boosters and you're moving around at high speed. But I want to say that I don't know. It's just one of those things where I feel like it's been sorely missed by a lot of people.
Since I'm going to be jumping into Armored Core 6, help me with the backstory.
All right, the backstory is fuck you. There is no backstory.
Wait.
Yeah, like, all right. The best way to put it is
What's my synopsis?
all right. The best way to explain Armored Core is every numbered game, right? Because there's more than just the numbered games.
They have one called Ace Combat too, don't they?
No,
Okay.
Ace Combat is a flying game.
Okay.
What you're thinking of, all right. So every numbered game basically kicks the story, just reboots the story.
Okay.
So the idea is like they'll come out with a numbered game, then they'll come out with 2 other titled games that attach, like, or 1 to 2 other titled games that attach to that numbered game in that same universe, that same world. Then they make a new numbered game and basically wipe the slate clean and redo the story or have a twist on it or have it go a completely different direction, make some, titled games to go with that numbered game, same universe, and then they do it again. So they basically rebooted every numbered game, and that's what they're doing now, except now we got spaceflight.
Okay.
Well, kind of. Like, we know that there's another planet in this new one. So, and there's some element or energy source that everybody's trying to clamor to get their hands on. And I forget what they called it. But, like, the idea is, like, this energy source, though, caused, like, a firestorm across the system. Like, it's that dangerous, but everyone wants to get their hands on it. And so they're going to this planet, and you're dropping in as a lone Raven into this. And by the way, that's another thing is it's come up once or twice, I think, in the Armored Core games where the mercenary mech pilots are called Ravens, and they're
you're not gonna go around screaming Azeroth. How's it go again? Azeroth, Metreon, Zinthos, are you?
No, no, I'm not. So now that you said that, I might make that mech. I might make a mech that's styled after fucking Raven. Let's see. So,
I know. I'm fixing your fridge one day.
yeah, I know. Actually, I think it's better not to fix my fridge and just get a new one, because this fridge is probably old as the hills. So it's just is what it is. I've kind of like said, like, I'm gonna run this fridge till it dies, and then when it something nice, not network connected. Anybody who gets a network connected fridge is stupid. I'm just gonna put that out there. As funny as it would be to shit post from your fridge door, it's
Go ahead and hook yourself up fully to the grid without the Neuralink. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I dare you.
Well,
Don't be mad one day when everything just shuts down.
Right. Well, no. What I'm more worried about is hackers. When you start doing this shit is when you give hackers access to things. This is why you'll see, like, some IT people just, like, the only thing that they own is like a fucking typewriter, because they're like, nah, let's not, tempt fate, because hackers will find a way. Life finds a way, and so do hackers.
So, when I was a kid, the one I always thought it was Armored Core, but there was another game.
Okay.
font mission. So where's my main differences between that and front mission, font mission?
Oh yeah, front.
'Cause that's both mechs, right?
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with front mission.
Front mission's more turn based, isn't it?
I think it might be.
Okay.
Like I'm not familiar with front base, like past the name. And I'm trying to think if there is anything else. But yeah, like as far as mech games, now there's Demon X Machina, which is a mech game that was made by some of the creators of, or some of the people that originally worked on like FromSoft in the Armored Core stuff. The problem is a lot of people were like, it has kind of a feel, but it doesn't quite. It's not. It's like you're trying to be Armored Core to some degree. You're not. You're just not the same.
Right.
It's one of those feelings where it's like it just doesn't give me quite the hit. So that's the other thing too, is like if you ask Armored Core players, they're going to be like, yeah, there's nothing. There's a feeling to Armored Core, and once you get that feeling, you'll know. Okay. It's like, okay, you feel like you're a big badass mech pilot.
And last week we talked about this since coming from.
Yep.
And have they announced the release yet?
No, but I'm willing to bet that it's going to be in March.
Yeah, we both talked about that.
Yep. It has to, like, it's because most of their main games that come out in North America always come out around March, or it seems like it, with a few exceptions.
If you didn't know any better, that's when their Q1 starts. You didn't know any better. It's probably when their Q1.
Yeah. The other thing too is I love the fact that originally back in the day you were just like, I hate FromSoft, and then we finally got you to play.
I didn't hate FromSoft. I just got tired of hearing about
FromSoft.
Yeah, I got tired of hearing about Dark Souls.
Yeah,
I got tired of hearing about it.
But you finally got to play Bloodborne, and now you get it.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, like
I never hated it. I just got tired of
hearing it. Yeah,
I got
the
tired
hype train.
If anybody, I am somebody that
I feel you. I can understand that. When Elden Ring came out, Ben,
you picked the wrong day for the ice cream machine.
Oh, is it not? Oh, sorry everybody. We're door dashing just get that in. But of course I asked for an Oreo McFlurry, and then the ice cream machine is down. It's funny. It's the roll the dice and gamble every time with that machine. But going back to FromSoft, like, yeah. Black Hat, no. The Black Hat is not mine.
Okay.
She hangs around this house though.
Okay.
And she won't leave me alone. Trying to be adorable. I can't afford to let her in this house because our actual cat will fucking murder her.
Nice.
Yeah, so I gotta, for her own safety, I cannot let her in.
Got you.
But
I got one for you.
All right.
The two big controversies at the beginning of it.
Okay,
Christopher Judge.
Speak into that mic.
Christopher Judge.
All right.
Okay, so here's my thing.
Yeah.
If he went over, did anybody even tell him that it had to be like a 5-minute or a 6-minute speech instead of being 10? Don't do the music thing.
Yeah.
The music thing
that's funny.
That's tasteless.
Just trying to play him off like, here's your cue.
No, there's better ways to do that.
Yep.
If
guy with a sign in the crowd that says,
no, not just that. It's even before the award show.
Yeah.
It's a scripted event.
Yep.
You have X amount of time
that
you're gonna run for renting out the area, because I know you rented. You didn't buy the arena. You rented it.
Yep.
If you have X amount of time and your show is X amount of hours,
and
you have to follow a strict schedule as far as, okay, 15 minutes for this category, 10 minutes for this category.
Yep.
We're going to do a preview for this.
Yep.
I know for a fact that you've already done this with all of the people presenting and in the hosts and the music. Why didn't you do that with all of the participants and the nominees? Make sure you send
Right.
that stuff out to them. That way they can, if they do win, they can set up a speech.
Yeah, or you just have a timer in the back. Let them know, like, hey, if you get the award, you got like 5 minutes at max. So like we're gonna, just to let you know, there will be a timer that you can clearly see.
That's another thing with Geoff Keighley I got right now. He wants to do all this elaborate stuff, but he doesn't take into account the other personalities, or it's personalities that he doesn't plan on having. So he's right to be getting all the flack about it. Nothing against Christopher Judge.
Yep.
He probably didn't plan on winning.
Right.
When you don't plan on winning, that tends to happen.
Yeah. Though to be honest, I really like Christopher Judge.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Actually,
I like him. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. It just was kind of funny though how he went on for a while.
It just sucks that it happened to him. Honestly,
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But shame on the Game Awards. Shame on Geoff Keighley. And
yeah. The who the best speaker was? That prankster that went up in the end.
Yeah.
I'd like to dedicate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
We want to dedicate this section right now to that kid that was able to make this possible. For the fact of nobody figured out who this kid was going up stage.
Well, yeah, that though he ended up getting arrested, which
I'm talking about initially. They didn't know he was part. He wasn't part.
He just slipped right in there, and nobody. And I get what he was doing, is because if you go up there like you're supposed to belong, people don't normally question it, and so someone figures that you're supposed to be there, and they just weren't told. So, granted that kid was great. Kudos to him for pulling it off. Free my boy. I just.
Geoff Keighley's just
he's salty.
He's so salty, and he's so like he's on a complex right now. He goes, that's what it is right now. He's on a complex. Yeah. He goes, I'm going out of my way to do this. Okay, Spike TV did that before you, man.
Yep.
The people that gave you a voice.
Yeah.
Game trailers. What was the other one? It was game trailers. GT. They call it GTV.
Yeah.
I feel like it was called something else before that.
Possibly.
But all that time that he had with Viacom and Spike, and they gave him that outlet to be who he is. For him to have that mentality and attitude, I feel it's unjustified, and I feel he actually hurt himself more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, the internet already roasts his ass already because he's the #1 simp for Hideo.
Oh, yeah. That's the other thing. Look, I'm sure Hideo Kojima is great. Like, I like Metal Gear, but can we stop? Let's just, like, not everything the man puts out is gold.
Well, no, but at the same time, this dude's on a fucking track record to where he's like the Simpsons creators.
Yeah.
He's calling this stuff before it even happens. He called AI.
Right.
He called some of this stuff.
True.
Context over content.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, like I said, like, I like Metal Gear, and that's primarily what I like out of his realm there. But, like, otherwise, I'm usually just kind of like, yeah, okay, cool. He's game creator that does actually some decent stuff from time to time. But
he needs to remake Psychonauts.
Right.
Not Psychonauts, Police Knots.
Oh.
He needs to remake Police Knots. And he needs to do something with Snatch. He needs to find a way to steal Snatcher back. He needs to snatch Snatcher.
Yeah.
I have nothing against Death Stranding. I loved Death Stranding.
See, that's the thing. I've never played it. Some people say it's great. Some people say it's a slog.
Gameplay is a little bad, but if you can get through the gameplay, it doesn't have a pacing.
Okay,
and that's what I think. That's the problem.
Oh.
A lot of it doesn't have pacing. You can go as you can.
Yep.
And there's a lot you can do. It's almost like a midway between a RPG, a story-based RPG mixed with an MMO.
All right, so this is just one of the thoughts, though, is like, all right, if the gameplay so the gameplay is bad because it doesn't have the pacing, or is that the gameplay is just not polished?
I think
Because
there's no roadmap for the middle.
Okay.
There's no road. When you really think about it, there's no roadmap for the middle. Let the player create their own pacing.
Yeah.
And explore.
Okay.
People will argue with me on that one because of so many other RPGs that can do that, like Souls games and RPGs.
Yeah.
And MMORPGs. But
Yeah.
at the same time, in what he was trying to do,
Yeah.
as far as he kind of mixed a lot of stuff together. He mixed an RPG.
Yep.
He mixed a little bit of what I would call like MMORPG, like your Warcraft and your Minecraft and stuff like that, because you needed materials to create stuff.
Okay.
And then creating that stuff lets you explore more of the world. And then also your enemies are they're in certain spots. They don't geez, that transport's low.
Yeah. Those transports always run low over the house.
But no. And the enemies are not sporadic.
Yeah.
You know exactly where they're going to be based on once you find them there once, you're always going to find them in that spot.
Okay.
So there's only certain locations until like the end of the game when everything goes hell in a handbasket.
Okay.
And even though that you can't see everybody else that's playing the game, everybody helps out in other ways. So if you leave something here and you put it to the and you actually upload it to do that, everybody else is going to see it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's all right. It sounds like the gameplay could have gone through a few more iterations of being.
Yeah.
Which that's the thing. Maybe the story is good, but like, don't get me wrong. I love games with good story, but the gameplay itself has to be good because they're a game.
I feel like the game was a litmus test.
Okay.
I feel like Death Stranding was a litmus test to try out all that stuff. That's why the storyline kind of fell a little flat. But the overall message, it kind of made sense.
Okay.
Especially since it happened right before
the
world went to hell in a handbasket itself.
Right.
Because it made you really think. Everybody was so disconnected.
Yeah.
The only thing that kept us going was a network.
Okay.
And that's what you had to do, is go around and get everybody back onto the network.
Okay, so you're internet salesman.
You're kind of like an internet salesman, yes, and you're also having to track this person down because they're your sister.
Okay.
And your mother's the president of the United States. She dies.
Fuck?
You're the outcast child.
Ow.
And then you have this rare condition that makes you able to do stuff that other people can't.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's a little convoluted, but I still say it was a litmus test, and I feel like DS2, it's Death Stranding 2, don't even lie, same people, same actors, same everything. I don't care what anybody says. It's just it's adding more texture to it, and it makes you wonder, it's like, okay, what's going to happen?
All right. Well, let's see. Like I might have to watch some Let's Plays of it.
I still want to see what his Xbox game is going to be.
Right.
I need to, he's dropping DS2, and that's going to be on the PlayStation, but he has an Xbox exclusive game. I need to see this. That's what I'm more interested in, because apparently it's based on cloud-based gaming.
Okay.
I need to see what this is going to be.
Oh yeah. I don't trust cloud-based gaming. But that's because I'm the person that wants to have the physical. Like, if I'm gonna run a game, I want the physical box. I don't
think it's so much that.
Okay.
I think it's the way that it's been worded is the cloud-based gaming on Microsoft and Xbox is more sufficient than for what he wants to do.
Okay. Well, this should be interesting, but at the same time, I don't trust it.
I feel like it's going to be an ever-evolving game, if that makes sense.
It's going to be one of those where things keep changing.
You do an update on day 1. Day 13, another update. Day 21, another update. Day 40, another update.
My issue with that's games as a service model, and I'm not a fan of games as a service because it's really just a way to milk.
Unless it's a one-time payment. and you
Right.
just constantly keep updating it for the people that buy it.
Okay. Yeah, that's my worry though, is because a lot of large name developers, large game companies have been trying to move to like games as a service model, and I fucking hate it.
Our food's here. Just letting you know. It doesn't help that the window behind you is open so I can see them. But no, as far as this, the only thing that I have an issue with is, let's say if you don't enter in day 1 and buy it.
Yep.
Let's say day 200, the game's still going. It's still getting fresh updates.
Right.
When a person jumps in on day 200, how does that work for them?
Oh.
That's the only problem I have.
Yeah. That's the thing is, again, that's also. All right, double checking. All right, so we're gonna cut real quick to eat, and then we'll be back. And we're back. So, yeah, there's been a lot of bullshit going on because of games. So we were talking about games as a service. So you think that maybe Kojima can do it right?
You gotta give him a chance.
I'll watch from a distance, but I will absolutely say I told you so if it turns out sideways.
Well, let's see if it's available on PC. Hopefully it's not just Xbox only.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if it's gonna do some dumb shit like hardware. The hardware of your Xbox affects your gameplay,
right.
or something like that.
God, I hope not.
If he can pull off some PT shit.
Oh yeah, no. See, that was the one time I will give Kojima full marks is with that demo, because that would have been excellent.
He's just more upset that he thought it was going to take everybody 2 weeks to figure it out. 3 days.
Yeah,
I think he underestimated everybody.
Yeah, that's a problem right there. It's like, yeah, it should take him about 2 weeks. No, not even.
I still can't get over that. PS4s with PT will go fucking high on.
Oh, I believe it. It's because it just as a demo, it was great, and that's the thing. Like in design, that showed like just the right design where you're just like, oh man.
It just makes you wonder, what did we miss in Silent Hills? What did we not get? The game that never came.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder sometimes.
Yeah, it does. But let's see. Outside of the Game Awards, what else do we need to hit? Any important games coming out on your list?
I've still yet to play Callisto Protocol.
All right.
Lightning Kelly didn't stream it though.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get into Naraka.
All right. Oh, games I need to throw your way.
I already have 2 that I still haven't played yet.
Stop dawdling. I want to see you actually become Conan the Barbarian mixed with Doomslayer.
Dude, I'm just getting used to my PC, man.
I know, but still.
Like
there's actually another game that we could cross stream because the game is meant for co-op gameplay.
I think you burned yourself out on Waifu Simulator.
Yeah, of course. Of course I have. I haven't done that in a while.
It was a good game though.
Yeah. But then again, I didn't play it that much to begin with. It's just I'll occasionally open it up and play it, and then I'll put it away for like a month, and then come back and play it. So, but the game I would suggest, and I'm trying to remember the name, escapes me. Actually, I have this handy dandy Google box right here. I actually have it in my Steam because I saw it. I was like, oh, this would make for great streaming content, and it doesn't look like it's from a major game company either. But well, it looks like it's from Double A game, which usually ends up producing some real interesting stuff. Short by recent. Let me see. Elden Ring, not Greedful, not Narcosis.
No, I'm not worried about Starfield.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Well, I know that I want to see if they're going to pull through and actually make a decent game, but I'm not picking it up when it drops.
I'm telling you right now, Todd Howard, Todd Howard, right?
Yep,
That dude has the easiest job in the world. Just fucking
yep.
hype up a game to the biggest proportions, even to the point where he even
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of lies,
Yep.
and he just sells. This dude is the biggest hype man I think we've seen in the gaming industry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
If nobody else believes
All
that,
right.
I'm sorry, but he is.
All right, let me see. We also
I love that other guy from Bethesda though, the one that does the showcase.
Trying to remember who.
He, I guess, executive director, the one that always starts the Bethesda.
Okay. Remember his name. Maybe it's just one of those.
I like him. He seems like a cool, down to earth dude.
All right. Can't find it. Don't know what it's called. That's concerning. If I didn't buy it, that means it's on my wish list.
Or you forgot to put it on your wish.
No, I didn't forget to put it on my wish list because I'm very keen on that. Anytime I see something that even remotely looks interesting, I put it on my wish list. And
I checked Steam. I don't like how how their search is built.
it's
I wish
a little
I
weird.
wish they had a by developer.
Yeah.
They do, but they don't actually, and they don't really have a thing for it. You got to do
Yeah.
it yourself.
Yeah. Well, they do have a decent filter on it though, where you can filter your search results by specific things and be like, okay, no, I don't want this, don't want this. Trying to remember.
I'm very upset that they have Dynasty Warriors base.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just putting that out there right now,
That's
man.
that's fair, but that's due to developers not throwing it on there.
I might get into Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Eh,
It's more strategy based.
yeah.
I might play that one. Check that one out. See what I can do there.
Overdrift. Nope, that's not it.
That's what I need in my life. I need Dynasty Warriors back in my life.
Yeah.
There might be talks of a Gear 6 coming and a collection.
Gear,
All that today.
what is it? Gears.
Gears of War 6.
Holy shit.
There's talks.
Polish Project, no. There's a Fear, no. Liftoff, no. God damn.
But no, I'm for somebody that just got a Gears of War tattoo on their arm.
Yeah.
That's very ironic.
Yeah, you have to go purchase that.
I stopped at 3. So I gotta
Yep.
go back and play 4. I gotta go back and play 5. Even get ready for 6. I feel bad for the community that had like a huge online, like played huge online and grinded, and there was
Yeah.
championships and stuff. Because I know that fell through for them. I'm
Right.
hoping that they can somehow fix it. Maybe, I don't know. Especially because I think Epic at one point was a publisher or a developer with it. And I'm hoping with everything that they've done recently with Fortnite and other games, I'm hoping that helps launchpad them to have a better experience with the Gears genre. I'm
Right.
hoping. Because I think Fortnite appeared right after 5.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that and of course Fortnite's always going to be the cash cow.
Yep.
I just don't get it. But I'm hoping that Gears can help fix that because the novelty of the chainsaw gun has kind of gone away.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, it has.
But at the same time,
It was cool when it came out, though.
because nobody thought of that yet
Right.
or could pull it off yet. But I
Right.
feel it can be. I feel that there's a chance if you put the right people in there. I think it can.
Yeah. It's definitely I'll be honest, I've never been into Gears of War. That was one of the franchises that got slipped on by me. And this is coming from someone who had an Xbox, and you'd expect something like that to fit in with what I normally play, but for some reason I avoided I didn't avoid it. I just too many other games at the time that I wanted to play.
Can we talk about that?
Sure. Too many games?
1990 to mid 2000 was the best time for gaming. I don't care what anybody says. There's the golden age, but I'm telling you, there's another.
Yep.
I'm telling you, with the advancements in technology at the time, the stuff that nobody had ever done before or even seen before, on top of the breakthrough of having consoles being able to play online, just like the PCs, I'm saying it right now. We had good and we had bad, yes,
Yep.
but I'm saying right now, 1990 to mid late 2000 was the greatest time for gaming because
Yeah.
it cracked the mainstream.
Yep.
It flourished with mainstream. It brought a lot of attention. It brought a lot of revenue. We got a lot of new players into the show,
Yep.
and the game, and we're still to this day seeing the effects of IPs, franchises, and companies that have paved since then.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that right now. For it's our generation's Nintendo and Sonic. Oh, not Sonic, but our Nintendo, Namco, and Atari.
Okay.
Because Nintendo was still there, but we
Yep.
had Sony and Microsoft, and we had Sega from 90 to 2000. I'm gonna say it right now. That was a golden age for us.
Yeah. I can't disagree with that.
People talk about the 1980s golden age. I'm willing to say that was more of a prosperity age. The real golden age was the 90s, mid to late 2000s, because then we got the advancements in technology. We saw all those console generations. We saw the ups and downs of those console generations. We lost console manufacturers. They had to revert back to being gaming companies.
Yep.
And honestly, we saw ups and downs of a lot of developers in franchises. I mean, in that time frame, look at everything that still stands today. Pac-Man's still good, yeah. We still have Pac-Man and Frogger, but who else do we really have from the Golden Age? Oh, Mario and Donkey Kong, but
Yeah.
and Zelda. Like that's only 5. But nobody really talks about Pac-Man.
Yep.
Nobody really talks about Frogger.
Yep.
I guess you could throw Metroid in there.
Oh
But,
yeah, 100%. You can throw Metroid in there.
okay, so from the Golden Age, what's really left besides Mario, Donkey Kong, and Metroid and Link? So,
Let me think. Because I feel like there's definitely more that we're not considering. They just don't get as much screen time.
and of course, I said 1990 to mid to late 2000s, so Sonic
Yeah.
doesn't count because Sonic was like a 1989, 1990, 91 thing. But
Yeah.
there's really nothing really there.
Well. All right.
I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just missing stuff. But
All right.
I
I
look,
would throw Sonic in that list regardless,
yeah.
because the games are still going.
Look what we got in that almost 20-year span. That, of course, it's too much. People are going to say that that's too long of a time frame, but no, I definitely can, because that's a generation,
Right.
maybe 2 generations. But I'm going to go ahead and say it. I mean, look what we got: Mortal Kombat, King of Fighters, Tekken.
Yep.
We got Halo, Call of Duty. We got Resident Evil, Silent Hill. All these are still standing till this day.
Yep.
Crash, Spyro, their renaissance is back.
Yep.
I mean, what else is there to add at that point? I mean, you could those are your mainstays, and of course, we also saw the reinvention of Mario, Link, and
Yeah.
Mario, Link,
Well,
and
they-
Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
And
they brought them into the modern age
Yeah.
for that. So,
Yeah.
and I have been searching and I cannot find this. Why is this so difficult for me?
And that's why I say it's a good 10, 15 plus golden age.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's the arcade golden age where you had to go to the arcade and play your games, but I'm going to say the console golden age was the 90 to mid 2000s.
yeah, and that's kind of what killed off most of the arcades too.
Yeah.
And it's something. God, it's one of those things where I I kind of missed the arcades.
I miss the
'cause-
arcades.
Yeah,
I don't miss losing my money.
yeah. Well, at this point, I can understand that, but at the same
Can you
time,
imagine arcades now?
I mean, there still is one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it, but can you imagine if they didn't have the card slider, how much you'd have to pay to play it right now as far as inflation?
Yeah, look at the
It wouldn't be no 50 cents.
yeah. It's gonna be closer to $1,
Dollar 25
right?
just for a play.
Yeah, but uh, I've seen some arcades do it right. I've seen one where the total entry, right, into the arcade was like 15 or $20, and then that was an all day.
Yeah.
All the machines were unlocked so that you could just tap and go.
Mm-hmm.
So theoretically, like I feel like if arcades did that, where it's like, yo, you just pay the money to go and to go in, and all the machines are already unlocked. You don't have to put the money in the machine. You just pay it up front, and that's it. You can spend like a couple hours there. That would be great. Like that's the smart way to do it, because the arcade's getting a flat charge per person.
Mm-hmm.
You get to play your favorite game as many times as you want, as long as you've paid that fee.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I saw one of these places. I think it's up closer to DC. It's up in Maryland, but it was one of those, and I was like, that's the way to do it.
Right before the pandemic, there
Yep.
was this place in New Jersey. Apparently, it's like a 3-level, like a 3, 4, or 5-level building.
Oh,
One
wow.
level's got go karting, one's got an arcade, one's got all this and that. Dude, we need to
Yeah.
find that place. We need to go.
Yes.
We need to go.
Yeah, we do.
We gotta find this place.
That'd be
That's a weekend trip I want to take.
yeah. That's a road trip right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty nice. It's just thinking about things like, but also let's go back to the computer thing, since I can't find that game real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah.
Is like, now that you have a computer, you have a bigger selection than I think you'll ever have time to fully work through.
So much. I've got so much in my hands.
Like you're going to, and that's the reason why I threw like some of those games at you, is because they're indie, and I'm a big proponent of that shit, or indie and double A shit, but they're fun and they feel like games that you would actually enjoy playing. Like, you want to be Doomslayer? How about Conan the Barbarian as Doomslayer? That's Elderborn. Plus, they have an awesome kick-ass metal soundtrack to go with it.
Right.
Then I forget what the other one I threw at you was.
You threw Necromunda at me.
Oh yeah, that one's fun.
Yeah, I remember I have Necromunda.
Yep.
The one that you streamed.
Yep.
And then I've got something. You gave me something else too.
Yeah, Elderborn is the other one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and Elderborn is one of those ones where I'm just like, yeah, this game is hard as fuck, but it's actually good.
Oh yeah.
But there's a few other, and I know that you've been into first-person shooters for a while with Call of Duty.
It just bothers me the fact that that's really where all for me to get anything going on for anybody.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can do.
Well, there's a game that's a hybrid. It's a hybrid of a tactical real-time strategy and a first-person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is it can be team v team or team v AI, I think. But the idea is one person plays the commander,
Right.
and just deploys the bases, spits out the units, and what they can do is they can assign units to the people on the ground as troops to follow them and give them shit. And the people on the ground actually play it as a first-person shooter. We're trying to capture points.
Then you're trying to find that place in Jersey.
Noisy. But it is when I saw that game, I considered that one hardcore because after I saw it, I was like, oh, this is one of those games. Um, that you actually have a little bit of tactics on one end. You got to have some decent people on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I think I
And
might have found it.
what?
I might have found that place I was talking about. It's even got a water park,
Oh,
and it actually has like a amusement park in there too.
nice.
Yeah, I think I found it, and I think it's gonna be expensive as shit,
Oh, of course.
but it would probably be worth it. It's almost like a living, roller coaster tycoon.
Oh, I think I found the game, and it's in my library.
What is it?
It's called Eximus.
Okay.
Seize the front line. Yeah, so basically it's, and I'll just hand this. And first person shooter, but it's also
Unreal 5.
yep. And the way it works is one person is playing the RTS game,
Uh-huh.
try to pump out units, and then they assign them to you, and then you as a first person shooter, or a person on the ground playing first person shooter can like move your troops and like just shoot at shit. You can get tanks, all sorts of crazy units. So I was like, this seems like it's the way to go. This would make a great cross stream, I think, because you could have one person doing commander shit and some people on the ground doing fucking just. Also, commander can like ping you, be like, "Hey, you want to go here?" So, like, I love that idea because then you got one person kind of just doing the tactics,
Right.
where everyone else is just carrying the weight. So I like that as a concept. Plus, you get like cool abilities and crazy shit that the commander can do. Like, hey, you want power armor? Here's power armor. Go, fuck that tank up.
Okay, so as far as pop culture
Yeah.
and comics, what happened?
Well, comics has been just steadily going down the tubes as it normally has.
Again?
Well, since we've seen the Rippaverse show up, it's gained massive success, but we're just watching the comics, like the big 2 or 4, dig their heels in and constantly just hold on with their fucking fingertips to every little bit. And the rest of us are just like watching this going, oh yeah, this is it. This is it, bud. I ain't buying your comics. I'm gonna go over to Eric July and buy his. You just keep on putting out garbage that whenever I read it, I just want to stop living. Stop.
So somebody a couple years ago brought this to my attention, and I'm against it.
Okay.
I don't know what your take is. When it
Yeah.
comes to the original story, how are you about retelling a story and then
All
adding
right.
different elements to it?
Okay. Generally, there's that one's a tricky one. All right. So when you're retelling a story or updating it, you have to look at the main elements of the original story and understand how those fit into each other and how you can do it. Because like you can change a few things here and there, but you have to keep the spirit of that story the same. Like the general theme, the way it goes, right? That hero's journey for that person.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, yeah, you can change a few elements here and there, but you want to keep it contiguous as a retelling. I don't like it if you change major aspects of it, but if you want to re-update the said thing, I don't really have a problem with it as long as it's done well. That's important. Like I said, you have to keep kind of the main story together. If you start switching a lot of shit out, you fucked up. You have to keep it kind of true to the original. In other words, you want to try and keep it true to the original, while still, like, if you're taking a hero, say from the '60s, and updating them to modern times, you're gonna have to, figure out how to work with that, but still keep it the same, right? You want the character to feel the same.
And don't use the scapegoat for a modern audience.
Yeah, don't say, oh yeah, we're updating this for modern audiences. No, you're just updating it. You don't need to say modern audiences. You're just saying, hey, we just want to retell the story the best we can.
But at the same time, when you're retelling the story,
yeah,
down the road, what if the words "it's in an alternate universe" gets plugged in with that?
I'm actually a little more forgiving with that, just because it's basically saying, yeah, we're not actually going to completely reboot this character from the original universe. You're just saying, at this point, you're doing your own thing. I'm still going to judge you hard on it, but at least you will get a little bit of an out saying, like, yeah, we're not going to touch the original character. We're just going to make our version.
Mm-hmm.
It's, different. It's not attached to them. A different take on it.
So the one that brought that one up to me is, honestly, it's not even a comic book, it's a game.
Okay.
I have yet to watch the new Mortal Kombat movie because of that issue.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Putting that character in there, and all because they have the fucking tattoo, and then come to find out his power comes from a fucking bracelet
that
his daughter made.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that's not good enough for me.
Right. Actually,
I was so hyped about this fucking movie for like 5 years.
Right, and
it looked so good. It looked like it was on the right path.
Actually,
and then they added that fucking character in there.
Right.
I don't want to touch it.
Tried to block the sun.
Yeah, the sun's coming out on our end.
Yeah, it is hitting me right in the screen. All things.
Yeah, it's a cloudy day, but the sun finally came out.
Yeah.
But that bothered me so damn much. I feel like everything else took a back seat.
Yeah.
They had the perfect opportunity with CGI, budget, and timing to retell and actually rebuild from the original Mortal Kombat movies.
Right.
And start again.
All right. I'm going to give what I consider to be a pretty good reboot. I know some people are going to disagree with me, but have you seen the Miles Morales Enter the Spider-Verse?
I'm fine with that one.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, that's not Peter. Like, Miles Morales isn't just like, they're not just race swapping and be like, oh no, this is Peter. No, Miles Morales is his own thing.
Yeah,
he's just a different universe's Spider-Man, and you get to see like some of the other different Spider-Man from different universes show up, and you get like this idea of like, yeah, he's just an alternate version, and that's fine, because that's why I mean when I say, hey, if it's an alternate universe,
it works, yeah.
Because then you're not trying to just completely wipe the slate. You're saying like, yeah, this is just our reimagining of it.
But when you start taking elements and characters from the original,
yep,
and trying to put them in there, and it feels like you're slowly starting to replace the main protagonist or the main core concepts.
Yeah, that's when shit kind of goes pear-shaped, and that's when people have real big problems with it. And I feel like there's kind of a big backlash on both sides, because you got the people who want to change it, that want to to make it, for lack of a better term, woke. And then you have the people that are so tired of this shit that if they see any change, they lose their fucking minds. Whereas there's a healthy way to reshow a character, but people have been doing it so fucking badly because they're pushing an agenda on it, that everybody has become hypersensitive to that. So,
do you think it's based because if people people that had quote unquote agenda, if they tried to make something new as their own IP with the stuff that they put into the to a reworked, reestablished concept already made, it wouldn't be as quite receptive.
Yeah, like if they're, I'll put it this way: if they were to start from scratch and make their own heroes, I feel like they'd fall flat on their face. But I would at least give them props for making their own heroes.
Yeah.
You know, like I fully understand like make a new superhero, but the problem is if they do that, they don't get any traction because those ideas really don't sell. Or at least the bad writing in in some of these stories doesn't sell them.
And if anything, I feel I would rather somebody do that because it's like we said earlier, you evolve.
Yep.
Everybody's first video, everybody's first podcast is not great. Everybody's first anything is not great. Your first day on the job,
Yep.
you're not, blowing company records.
Yep.
You're not. It's not possible.
Yep.
Everything takes time to build a groundwork.
Yep.
I would rather that you start from scratch, and I think that's what a lot of people have an issue with. You're taking stuff that's already established.
Yep.
And you're just trying to
hijack it.
Yeah, you're just pretty much hijacking it and then trying to make it yours.
Yep. So, I think that we should probably head on to our game segment.
Oh, yeah. Ready for this one.
Yeah. So, please pick up your controller.
Ranch.
All right. Is it? Yeah. It seems to be running.
I gotta remember how to do all this. I haven't played the Retro Pie in so long.
It's A to select. And this is Assault Suits Falcon. So,
Here we go.
for most people who don't know about Assault Suits Falcon, this was originally a game that came out on the Super Famicom. Not the Super Nintendo, the Super Famicom.
Here comes that music of chiptunes, man.
Yeah, it's actually got some pretty decent. But this is something that we got a hack translation, which actually, correction, it did come out.
We're destroying a warship. All right.
Yeah, correction. It did come out in the U.S. as Cybernator. But of course, I hated that name, so I was like, no, we're going with the OG.
I love how at the end it said the guys at the top have got to be crazy.
Yeah. The Forward Assault. Yep. This is some...
Look at this colonel or captain.
Yep.
You don't even see his face.
Nope. That's.
Hang on. Let me see if I can get this right. Hang on.
Yeah.
I know there's no video of us, but hang on. I gotta do this right.
Yeah, you gotta like have the head down.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm so cool. You don't know who I am.
See, he doesn't have shades though. He can't wear his sunglasses to prove how cool he is.
The fact that I'm wearing my hat, dude, my hat is over top, like my eye socket's on my skull.
Yep.
That's what it is right there.
Yep. That's how low he pulls that hat.
Yeah, you got to sit there and buck the head up, so you know your neck's having a conjunction right there with your neck muscles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I love those about animes too, and cartoons.
Yeah.
When
they
got
the
those,
hat.
when they got those guys like that, and they got to tilt their head back to
Yeah.
show their face. Like, cool.
Yep.
I want to see up your nostrils so much. Not really.
Yep. Development. Let's see. Torshiro Tsuchiya served as the producer for the game.
Oh shit! I fell.
Yep. Let's see. Soundtrack is composed by Masano Akihori. Was later rearranged and released as an official soundtrack CD in Japan. So these tunes right here are that good. It's,
Oh, I have a dash button.
Let's see. Cybernator was the subject of censorship during its localization. Let's see. The Japanese version, it featured a written,
Oh, I can fly!
featured written dialogue accompanied by the portrait of the speaker, but these portraits were removed during the localization. There's also a scene absent in which the president of the enemy's forces, whose banner is that of the European Union, after realizing that his nation has been defeated,
I'm getting somewhere now with this.
commits suicide. Also, some of the written dialogue is taken out. See, it's
Oh, I got hit.
But yeah, like this is why I picked the Japanese stuff for it. Yeah, you actually have to aim, and you can speed. By the way,
I got that button.
yeah. Come on.
Jesus. This thing is very anal about how it aims.
Yeah, it kind of keeps the. Yeah, it's power.
Yeah, I got a power chip. What you gonna do now?
Well, they're gonna blast you. I see.
Oh, this guy's. Oh.
Come on.
Damn it.
Come on, gamer. Get that bread. Come on.
I just wish this thing wasn't so anal, man.
I mean, the aiming can be a little anal, but it's not.
Dude, this aiming is anal. Like, I'm pressing up. Look how this up and down is. This is me holding down.
Yep.
Holding up.
Yep. It seems about right.
Man, like, pre-fire is a pain.
Yep. Also, that box has some shit. The little. Oh, you passed. Right there. See that little metal box?
What about it?
You can break that and get shit.
Right.
There.
Okay.
See?
That's how I switch my stuff.
Yep. Get a punch and a Vulcan.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to put all this together, man.
Yeah, I know. It takes a minute.
Okay, I'm starting to get it now.
Yep.
Now that I'm already almost dead.
Yeah, it'll take.
Oh, am I out?
You're not out of.
Woo!
Oh, that's health. Definitely want to.
Hey!
Yeah.
Nope, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I seen you. That ain't happening.
And you can drop down there.
What the hell just happened?
Huh?
I was gonna say, there we go. Yeah, you can.
What?
He didn't hold. He doesn't hold. He doesn't hold the up position when you jump and stuff.
Yeah.
What happened to Herman?
Been shot in the leg.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no. Why did he stop shooting?
Because he has to reload.
I don't see no reload button.
Well, it doesn't just simply reload. It's you'll see the
One does
little
not
bar.
simply reload.
You see the
Oh, I'm
the
dead.
bar. There's the little bar up next to the.
I only get one go. Wow.
No, there's credits. You press enter to run
Let's
it.
start. So.
Yeah, it's
Oh man.
no, you have to. I guess you have to hit A. But yeah, you get 3 credits for this. But yeah, there's a little bar up the
I
top.
love how it has weight. It
Yeah.
actually has a loading.
Yep.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Just punch a ship right into a construction site
Yeah.
for a dreadnought. All right.
Yeah, I'm ready for you this time. Fact. Why did you stop me? Oh, that's just. Oh man.
Yeah, I know. That was the one thing I didn't like about the beginning is that it does drop you.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I was gonna get ready. I was getting ready to go off, man.
All right.
There we go. Oh, I can't attack it.
Nope. You
know
can
what?
punch that thing to.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Oh no.
There you go.
Take you out here. Where you think you're going, man? Where you think you're going? That's what I thought.
Yep. There you go.
Dude, now I got you. Bam. Now we're getting somewhere.
All right, there.
You. Yeah. Eat some fist. Oh, you hit me.
Yep.
I'll be damned.
And yeah, you got it now.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got the idea. Have fun though, destroying the generator because that shit's.
You got lucky. You got lucky.
Power chips obviously increase, like I guess the damage, or at least that's.
So many levels. So many levels.
Yep. I know. Don't
I
forget
know-
that box, because those boxes are important.
Oh, I'm in Vulcan. Okay, no.
What? You can't hit it if it's outside the screen. If I'm correct.
Got you.
There you go.
Woo! I'm talking about.
Right.
Why is it stopping in mid? Like mid. You saw that, right?
Yeah. Like, notice the bar.
Got you.
But if you look at the bar as you fire, that tiny little bar up at the top.
Yeah, my Vulcan cannon.
Yeah. Once that hits empty, he stops firing, and then the bar resets. That's health.
No.
Shit.
Dude, this jetpack sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
Come on.
You know what? I'm just. Ah, yeah. That's what I'm about. How I feel right now.
Right, just punch everything.
Just walk up to it and just be like, "Hi, how you doing?"
Right.
You ain't getting another shot, bud.
Yep. Get that shit.
Oh! I'm so done with you and your recharge. Damn it. Dude.
Alright, there you go.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm having fun. Like, this
Yeah.
is... I'm having fun with this.
Yeah, it just takes a while to get used to it.
Ugh.
There.
I'm dead again. Nope, nope. Nope, not happening. Damn. Oh, there's a health. I just got a health.
Ah!
I'm having fun with this now. I get it, but it's just like, oh, the controls are a little buggy and blocky. Oh yeah,
Once you get used to them.
this is an enjoyable game.
Yeah, like it has a nice soundtrack too. I'm like, yeah, let me be a fucking mech pilot for a little. All right. All right, so let
You
me.
be the pilot, I'll be the commander.
Right.
I got you, bud. Ship's about to crash to the enemy, man. You ready to jump on? All right, all right, all right.
That is being built within.
Party time.
Right,
We're crashing right into this party. We're crashing it, and we're sending all you guys in there and blowing things up.
Right.
And
All right.
yep, see, did it again.
Yep.
Oh, that drives me nuts.
Yeah, I know. As soon as you see that little. All right.
You can't blow it up. I tried shooting it. You
I
saw
know.
me.
I know.
What the?
What?
What did you just do?
Flip.
You just broke some of the actual container.
Oh.
Go back.
Yeah, you can do that.
Digger spot?
No, it's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the other nice little touch, though. Is
I got excited for a minute, man. Like weapon upgrade or some shit.
there.
I wonder if I plugged up my new DualSense controller, how it would work for this.
That might be interesting. Where are you going? Going with that shotgun, Johnny Tyler?
You owe me $20, man. You best pay up.
Right.
State your business.
State your business. Just leaves.
I still can't get over that last night.
Oh shit. There.
It looks like a box almost, but it's not.
Yeah.
Can you jump on it? Oh, he tried to shoot. You see that?
Yeah, I saw
He
that.
tried. He's still trying. Hey, can you
There.
jump on that?
That's by the way. That's shield.
There's a shield?
Yeah. There's a shield.
Oh, man. Really?
Aha.
You got two things left of your Vulcan cannon.
There we go. Yep. Well, that's actually I think the level. It starts at 5, and then,
Why? You had 3 or 4 earlier, because I had
Yeah.
4 too.
see it read. All right. There we go.
Missed a box.
Yeah, I see that. See, it goes up to 1 now.
No, you were at 2.
Yeah, I know. But you see how it instead it goes from 5 to 1.
Oh, so it's reverse.
Yeah.
You already found 4 power cubes?
Yep.
You had to punch that guy. He got a shield.
I know.
Look at that guy. Look at those guys running.
Yeah.
You're staying at the bottom. I was sitting there fighting up top.
Yep. I know.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
You can tell you practiced.
Yeah. I played this mission enough times that I could get past it.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the games that I actually enjoy playing off the NES, and will play just about any time.
Power cube? Power cube?
Yep.
Oh, God, it's at 8 now.
But you see how much.
Oh, I see the level 2, but I'm looking at the thing on
Yep.
there as far as the 8. So
And it's ricocheting now.
Oh, my God.
See. This is how we roll.
Oh, and he gets a health cube. Cash could use an upgrade.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
Yo, if you're a fan of Metal Slug,
Right.
I might have to grab this, man.
Yeah. This.
What are you worried about? You got full health.
I'm actually full health.
You didn't even give him a chance. Look, he's running away. You just,
Yeah.
you just blew up the little guy.
Yep.
Why you doing that, man?
Fuck him.
Why you gotta pick
Fuck.
on the little man?
Fuck him.
Always trying to bring the little man down, huh?
Yep. Now here's.
What are you, the government? What the hell?
Yeah, this is the power core that's trying to be installed.
You just blew up the power core.
Part of it.
You still got full health. I don't want to hear it. Come on, Metroid.
Working on it.
What you need to do is take hold of one of those cannons and just redirect it.
Right there.
Nice. Is that level 1?
Yep, that's level 1.
Nice.
Try. I can't even get through level 2 though. Level 2 is where shit really amps
How
up.
am I supposed to get past if I don't even know what's going on?
You'll see.
What is this? What is this? We're on the moon?
where it's refined by a satellite.
After destroying the giant warship, we went to destroy the orbital
Or
ore refinery. Couldn't think of a better title? Surrounded by asteroids. Are we still the robot or are we the ship?
We're the robot.
Don't crash into any asteroids.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah. Yeah, this shit gets hard.
Dude, whoa!
Yeah. There's so much shit. Now you see what I mean.
Dude, I can't move this fast. Can y'all not be behind me?
You're like, no.
Oh, I blew up.
Right into the rock.
Dude, I'm not even blowing them up.
I believe in you. You could do it.
Now that I figured out how I don't, go back to the main menu.
Mm-hmm.
Still wish I had a skip button for this.
Yeah, I know.
Close enough. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, so I can blow them up, but what about the other ones? That missile just hit me, man.
Yeah, I know.
Am I supposed to, grab it or something?
No. Just dodge.
Ugh. Oh.
Yeah, punch is not really recommended for this one. Here we go.
Cutting out the boosters.
Yep. Now you just have to get to... But by the way, those are mines.
You drop me a health cube.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
I'm dead.
That's power.
Power cube! I need a health cube, man!
Yeah. You have to run a gauntlet and another gauntlet and not die.
I'm trying one more time.
That's yeah, I'm telling you, this is the OG hard. This is where you're like, I'm going to beat this.
Dude,
I swear to God.
dude, was Japan on another level?
Yes, they were. You ever heard the term Asian power gamer?
I'm just getting more mad that... That's as far as down as I can go?
Yep.
Son of a shepherd.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Okay,
I rode that one.
And the stomach clench up on that one. You almost bit the phone.
Aha! Look at my health bar now, son!
Alright, there you go.
No, not today.
Right. Don't. Yeah, I'd also avoid landing on the ground. Those things. For some reason. Ooh. Oh, health.
Power cube.
All right. Don't.
Can you hit that thing, please?
No.
No, I'm trying to shoot.
I've tried.
Ugh.
Don't land on them.
Oh my God! Just give me a health cube.
They had one, but you like missed it in for the power cube.
What?
New weapon.
Weapon mission. Weapon missile.
All right. All right. Ooh.
Nope. Eat missile. I don't think so. Here. Have a missile. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, power chip.
All right.
Whoop. Oh, I see how you work.
Yeah.
That's
mine.
cheating. That's cheating. I
Yeah.
wasn't even anywhere in the vicinity.
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't even in that electrical field. I got cheated. I got cheated.
Yeah. Actually, doing better than I did.
Yeah, see, there we go. That's how it's supposed to be. Oh, I forgot to jump. Oh, God. Health cube!
Alright.
What the hell is that? Alright, time to navigate. Oh, what are you? What the hell?
All right.
I'm
this
dead.
is the place. Because any. Uh-oh.
Energy reading.
You're freaking huge. All right.
I have a bad feeling. Oh, no.
No.
No! Don't go check it out.
Boss battle.
Had to come check it out, huh? Oh my God.
Damn.
Oh! Dude, what is that? You got a monster ship throwing missiles. You got the little small things.
Yep. It's all over.
Here, your turn. I'm checking out of that one.
So. That's that looks like a whole lot of bullshit.
That's a whole lot of nope.
Yep. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, let's see your turn.
Yeah, I'm probably.
I stayed low.
Yeah.
I played low game.
Yeah. Which was smart.
I'm telling you, there was no health. There was no health item. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I saw one.
I'm glad you did, because I didn't.
Oh,
Oh, you crashed.
yeah, I did. Ah.
We have no more credits.
All right, but yes, this is Assault Suits Falcon.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a great game. Another good one for mechs is called Metal Warrior.
Okay.
But yeah, this one still takes the cake as far as my favorite. It's just like, all right, and I mean, look at this. Get like nice little intro.
Yeah.
It's not long.
And it doesn't completely ruin the whole game telling you what it's going to be about.
Yeah. Get a big ass mech. Actually, if you let it go,
Oh, then it will do it. Okay.
It will tell you about it.
Oh.
But that's if you let it go,
True.
which I think is, well, is exactly what you want. fucking anime about giant mechs, except in video game form.
There's that damn commander. He's got shades on.
Oh, holy shit, those are shit. Oh, he's like Geordie LaForge.
In Star Trek.
Yeah, he's got some cybernetic visor.
He's got eye visors. Oh, of course, you're only 22
United
years old.
Pacific States Marine Corps. Okay.
The United Pacific States. How's that work? So Japan, the Philippines, Hong Kong, I guess, maybe?
Right.
Oh, I'm not allowed to talk about that.
Right on. Training the war spread far reaches of the Earth's
Hey,
sphere.
it's a cheat code. They're showing you how to fight in here.
Oh, nice.
It's giving you a tutorial.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about the words. Just watch what he's doing.
They're like, well, obviously I could get through the first mission just fine, but this is.
He said, "Screw that guy."
He's like, I ain't worried about it.
Oh, he didn't use his shield. Oh, he used the shield.
Yeah. So the shield definitely.
What button was the shield?
Huh?
What button was the shield?
The shoulder.
Oh, come on, man! I didn't even worry about shoulder buttons.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of the few
That's
games
what I
that
should have done. That's what you need to do. When you're in the
this is-
asteroid place, you just tank with the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about blowing stuff up. Just tank shield.
Right. So, yeah, this is. But yeah, so there we go.
I can dig it.
Yep.
I can dig it.
Yep. Like I said, one of the best SNES games. That is
No, Famicom.
Famicom, Super Famicom.
I enjoyed it.
All right. And with that, you want to lead us out?
Guys, appreciate you coming in for the podcast. Thanks for the welcome back. It's been a little bit of time. Of course, we're going back to our once-a-month deals. Probably next month you may see a special guest come in. We might talk a little more about more local stuff, possibly.
Yeah.
And, it's that time of the year where things are just getting warmed up for the summertime for gaming. Everybody's getting ready for their tax returns and stuff, so they want to capitalize on the Q2 market near that point. Because we're by March time, Q1's almost over, so we're not too gaming companies in general and the community's not worried too much about that. So not a lot of hot releases except for like maybe one or two. So we'll probably redirect into some other pop culture stuff or music and whatnot. So keep that in mind next time around. We'll definitely have a game though, definitely.
Yep.
Of course, you know who I am, the VG Champ. Make sure you check it out on Twitch, YouTube. Make sure we're doing Facebook gaming now, so make sure you get on there as well. YouTube channel's coming up. Also, everybody keeps forgetting this. Check out the Gilded server for Crosswire. Try to keep updated on that. Shadow Ferret, you got anything for us?
No, just stay safe and hopefully. As much as I want to batten down for the new year because I'm traumatized from the past two, hopefully this year ends up being good. So
shout out to the rest of the team, Lightning Kelly, Joker, her Joker 19. Make sure you check them out as well. And shout out to right now I'm the shout out to W, the sponsor on the VGC channel. Shout out to them. Thanks a lot. 10% code VGChamp. W.GG, DUBBY.GG. Speaking of that, they have declared a war on energy drinks. We're tired of the monotony. We want energy drinks with no crash. W does provide that.